my goodness, here we are. Episode number 2 of Sweet Spots and Spiritual Talents. Or
Right.
if you did the typo that I did the first show, I said sweat spots. Sweat spots and spiritual
Sweat
talents.
spots. You know, the ones that are under your arm. Very, yeah.
But I didn't think you'd want to come to that show. So
Well, you know, it could have been sweat spots and spittoon talents.
it could have been.
So you
It
could,
might have been.
it might have been.
Yeah, so we're really happy to have you all here.
We are.
And yeah, with my beautiful and wonderful co-host, Aley, Heart and Soul Connected. So, Aley, do you have anything coming up on your channel you want to talk about? Oh,
Well,
I hear you're having classes.
I am. I'm having classes. I've set it up. The information's on my community page. I'm going to have a dream class. We're going to talk about the dream symbols. You're going to be building your own dream symbol, like encyclopedia, so to speak. I recommend you might have at least one pack of cards. Kind of have that for yourself. It's going to be on April 27th, May 4th, and May 11th at 9 o'clock Pacific time, noon Eastern time. If you are already a member of my channel, you do not, it's free for you. But I am charging $33 for anybody else. Or if you want to give, I am giving money to my professor who is currently in a homeless shelter. And she's fabulous. And I would love to see that she gets something. And so I'm willing to donate anything to help her out. So whether you do, I'll also match this month. I'll take the money that I'm getting from my everything that I get. It isn't very much, but it's something, and I will give it to Sandra. Yeah,
that's thank you. Very generous of you to do that.
Yeah.
And she sounds like a wonderful person.
Very nice person. Very nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So absolutely, everyone in the chat, if you can, think about donating, and you might go to Aley's PayPal account and donate in that way, so that you don't have the 30% taken out from.
Say you're a friend. It's either that or Venmo. If you have Venmo, it's free.
Yeah, Venmo. So
every little bit does help, Roxy.
Little bit helps. So so I'm going to be in Aley's classes, and I can't wait. So I hope to see a lot of you there. And it's going to be really great. I can't wait, because I know nothing about dream symbology or any of that. It's a brand new territory for me, and I'll learn a lot. So
another tool for your toolbox. That's what we all want. Yeah.
Gotta have the tools. So I'm just going to say hi to a few people in the chat. Welcome to my new member, Nancy. Hi.
Yay,
Nancy. Yay. And Cat Mama, Claudia, good to see you. And Jen, nice to see you. Rossi, hi. And Barbara. Harley, good to see you, Harley. And let's see, Earthstar, that's Janny. And Foxy Roxy, hello. Chris Cassidy. And hi, Linda De Gonzalez.
Oh, hi, Linda.
Hey. And let's see, Sally, nice to see you there. And Lisa, good to see you. Beck. Mick.
That's cute.
Anja.
Yes.
And Kay.
It's Anya, actually.
It's Anya. Oh, is that how you spell it? Because we all call my daughter-in-law Anya.
Oh.
Anya means mother in Hungarian. A different way to say mother. Anya.
Cool. Yeah. That's very good.
Yeah, but I never knew how it was spelled. I only know how to say milk, which is tay.
Oh.
For the little kids.
Okay.
Anya, I want tea. Never mind.
Sounds like tea. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So, Chris Cassidy, we said hi to you, and
Yeah.
Lauren Hammond Davis, Mousy, woo, and Book.
Mhm.
Book Witch.
Hey, Book. It's good to see you, dear.
Good to see you, Book. And Lori Hunsinger, good to see you. Kalin and Janet Barbara, good to see you. And Sonia, hi there.
Hi, Sonia.
And I think we're down to the end. Hi, Vicky.
Yeah.
Oh, and Michelle, Astrological Tarot.
Oh, hi, Michelle. Good to see
you, Michelle. And
we also have
I think
Aley Mac.
Wait. Oh, I missed Blue Diamond, Marby. And who did you call out? What?
Aley Mac, and Courtney Ehlers. And
did I miss Courtney?
Maya's here.
Courtney. I missed some people. Sorry if I missed you. Wanda.
Mousy.
And Maya.
Tammy Bay. Yeah.
Tammy
it's okay.
Bay. Yeah, you know, sometimes I go through this and Starhawk, hi.
Yeah.
You know, there's Aley Mac. I wasn't down there yet because I'm too slow. So I'm really not like Tarot Stash Gerald, who's like a machine. He can say it, to have full conversations, move through the chat. So, you know,
that's because he's been in education or in, you know, what he did for work in the library, I'm sure.
Yes, he's really good at it. He's like a pro.
Yellow stripes.
If I missed any of you, I apologize greatly, but it is just because.
Yeah, it's okay. Sally has a question, and she's at 7:35.
7:35.
Let's see who else we might. Oh, hi, Diana. Hi, Karen Doyle. Rossi.
Okay. I would like to know if having 2 locations to live is my best and highest. Okay.
Very cool.
Good question.
All right. I'm going to write down Maya wants one. I'm just going to write it so when we come back, when we're done, we can make sure we don't miss anybody. Maya is at 7:36. Okay.
And you know, I am just going to use this.
And then we have Lisa that has a question. Oh, Gerald says, did you call me into chat? I manifested people that way too. I'll say,
you heard us.
You
heard us saying glowing things about his ability to chat everyone up while he's, you know, reading off the names. And yeah.
And Anya says, all the while flicking his fan.
Yes. And he can do this and do that.
That's cute.
Well, you know, I have to say, Sally, I am really getting glowing cards for you on this. And it's like you are coming to life. This is really a good thing for you to have 2 balancing energies. It's almost like the 2 places are so different and they actually give you more of what you need, like a balance between them. And I get the card. This is like listening to your guides, listening to your inner self, listening to your connection with nature and your feeling that you don't have to pick either or. You don't have to give things up. And when I see this card of the mountain and the sun or moonlight, I don't know what you would call this, shining down, it's like you are breaking free. It's almost like, see this face out of this rock? It's like you are coming out and shutting off this old container, like the rocks are coming away from you. And as the light shines, you become more and more of yourself, your true self, listening to yourself and paying attention to yourself. And I get the gentle gardener for you. So really, that is what you do with your land, in the way that you care for nature and you care as a preserve and as a nature preserve. So I feel like these all point to you doing exactly that, keeping both locations, because your land in Arizona is so special, but you also need that connection to the East Coast. There's energy there you need to
There is
balance
energy there.
yourself. Yeah.
I would suggest, you have a beautiful spot in, and I don't know what you can afford. So but if you could get even a condo, let's say, maybe in Massachusetts, that you can go to and keep your space, that's wonderful. Or if you could have somebody that maybe you could even do a what do you call it? Airbnb.
Yeah,
For your
exactly.
land.
Yeah.
I get feeling the world. And that's
Yeah.
what it is. It's
I
your
love
world, and you're feeling something very different than maybe you've thought before. And so I think that's a really good thing. And it says broken open. I think you've broken open what you need to know. Yeah, I
that
really
broken
do.
open matches that man in the mountain that's
Yes.
having all this rock crumble
Yeah.
away. And
Yep.
it's, yeah, it's,
There
I
you go.
love that.
And look at how it lights up your heart and your head. And there you are sitting on a lotus. I mean,
Which
your
is,
your gifts are breaking open as well. Yep.
that's just beautiful.
Wow.
I love that.
That is
So,
great.
yeah, thank you so much for that, Sally. Great question.
I'm going to let you go down and check off,
I'm
because
going
there's a lot of them.
down.
I was started 7:36,
Okay.
and you'll see like
Yeah.
maybe 10 or 12 of them. But I couldn't keep up.
Okay, Muldoon says in Ireland they often pronounce T as Tay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so Maya is asking, would love to know what is my sweet spot.
Uh-huh.
So that place on the earth where you would be most comfortable.
Right.
And when I look at a map and I have it in front of me, and I'm asking you guys to point it out. Well, that's really weird. Well, I feel like I need a redo because they're showing me like the Four Corners area.
Yeah. And there's no houses there. That's the Navajo Nation, actually. Yeah, right there.
They're showing me that bottom part of more into like Wyoming.
Uh-huh.
More into the bottom part of Wyoming, but let me look at that again and make sure that's really correct.
Okay, is that right? It's Arizona, Utah.
Because here's Arizona. Yeah, and Wyoming is
right. And Colorado and Utah.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And so I feel the feeling of being drawn toward Wyoming. And believe it or not, it's probably because Wyoming has some really green spots, believe it or not. But they also have a lot of wide open spaces. And there's
she says Yellowstone calls her big time.
And that must be why. Well, then that's up toward the northern side, or toward, going up. Yes, it's right there, right? One side of it's Wyoming.
Right.
So there you are.
I mean, if you find a place that you're really interested in, then go to that astrocartography and you can see also what will happen to you living in that spot. And I think that's just, it would make your decision.
But I have to say, in respect to that, or in regard to that, I had mine done about living here. And I had it done while I was living here. Well, that was almost 20, that was a long time ago, which called this a null zone, like nothing's ever going to happen. It's like a neutral zone. Well, everything happened here. Everything is happening. Yeah. So it never
is 100% right.
No, I mean, it's nothing like a null zone that nothing happens.
Right.
It's nothing. It didn't match. I believe you bring forward. Don't plan your life by that is what I'm really trying to say, because you will live wherever you want and wherever you feel comfortable. Don't live your life by that, because it didn't work it doesn't match up to my experience.
I get it. I get it.
I just want to say that I have
Yeah.
to be honest.
No, it's okay. For me, I always knew I wanted to live near Seattle. I have this affinity for Mount Rainier.
Sure,
And
absolutely.
it's amazing. And they have a saying here, live like the mountain is out, because you don't get to see it all the time. It's covered.
You don't.
And so,
It's covered.
if you feel that way about it, Maya, and watch the bison, then that's really, but yes, we were wrong. It's Arizona, Utah, New Mexico, and that's what the four corners are.
So
but
it
that's
shows you about my geography.
Yeah, Colorado. Yeah,
but I have to say, my husband and I took a trip to Yellowstone, and so we drove through Wyoming, and there are beautiful, beautiful towns and settings that you would love to live in on the way. Like we even stopped off at Devil's Tower, but beautiful on the way. There's so many beautiful, green, lush, beautiful places you could live and really enjoy living there. So, I would.
Well, I bet this could awaken your genius. So, and look it's a Native American, and Yellowstone, the bison, all that. That was Native American land that was turned into national
park. True.
And this says the land in between. So. It's almost as if Val has taken the land and dissected it from where it was and picked it up and moved it. So I think if it resonates with you, then I think you should check into it. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I have to say, and don't let anything get in the way of that inner calling. If that's how you're feeling about it, and all things point to that, go ahead and do that. So Maya, thank you for that. And we'll look for the next person. So Vicky's asking, would love to know what gifts I have had awakened. Ooh. Awakened. Well, you're already clairvoyant, claircognizant. I mean, you really, I go down the list. You have all the gifts.
Yeah.
So, they're all awakened. Now, as to how long you spend using them every day, that is strictly up to you. You got to practice it and use the tools in the tool shed.
That's it. So I get rainbow blessings, which I found, and I don't know if that means Kansas. Dorothy? No. You were talking about gifts. Never mind. Yeah. Blessings are showering your life. So I think that you have to just simply sit with it and try to get yourself to the end of that rainbow, because that's where the pot of gold is. But you have to take your time in doing it. So you're going through this this doorway, and you're heading towards where it is that you need to go. And the next card I get is cleansing waters. So I'm thinking purification activates vibrant life force. I'm wondering if you, well, it could be a couple of things. The first thing is deep. Emotions are watery and they're deep. But maybe some kind of cleansing activity you could do. I don't know if you do Reiki or if you do energy work, or you're thinking about doing energy work, but there's lots of different things you could do in order to use the cleansing techniques. So
I have to say that really is in alignment with this opening your heart, because really that is about not being judgmental of yourself and letting all that go. So that goes hand in hand with cleansing the toxins from your body, cleansing the energy field of your body, all of that. And at the same time also, so that's body, mind, and spirit. Look into all new information and knowledge that you can to give yourself new food or manna for your, spiritual exploits. But they're telling you, go ahead and step into the spotlight. Go ahead.
Look at that.
Get out there. Get out there.
Get out there.
Yeah. So, this is all about you getting in touch with your feelings, opening up to receive and letting go of all the old stuff. Don't let it get trapped in, all stagnant old energy. Jump up and down, run around the room, get outside in nature, whatever you have to do to stir that up.
Yeah. The ion, if you ever go to waterfall, it has automatically the ions that can cleanse us. And then you can also buy an ion purifier to put in your car.
Absolutely.
And things like that, it can make a difference. Yeah.
Absolutely. I love that. That is excellent. And
Yeah.
Lisa would like to know, where is the best location for me to live? So I'm putting a world map, a world globe up. We're gonna
with a little dart
it out a little, yeah. So well, they're showing me Canada.
Oh,
I don't know why, but they're showing me Canada. And I see more of whatever is central. I don't know if it's British Columbia or what is in that center, Alberta. I don't know.
Alberta, where Marina
Alberta, where Marina is. Yeah, Calgary. That's where they're showing me that stretch all the way back. So in that kind of vicinity, they're showing you might take a field trip to go check it out.
Yeah.
And by the way, you can go to Banff because of the little Rocky Mountains area. You can see glaciers. You can go to Lake Louise.
UFO. You can see UFOs.
You can see UFOs. I was there and not paying attention. I'm sure they were there with me. So
I get a sky bridge. Now I wonder where the sky bridge is. There is one on Oahu.
That sounds like a portal in the parks there. There are lots of portals hidden in these parks.
Yeah. Yep. They say to let it go. Let it go. So it may be you walking through this portal and you're letting it go, and the right place. Well, this is what happened to me. We couldn't decide between two places. We said that we put some criteria up. This is what's going to happen. If this person calls, who doesn't call very often, then we'll know where we're going to go. And this person calls. And the first thing she said was, it was my niece. And she said, "Aunt, we're moving to Washington. Pack your bags." I said, okay.
That's like a clear spiritual message.
Very clear. Very clear. But you're opening yourself up to receiving where exactly you need to go. Exactly. And it is interesting that a lot of people have been talking about Alberta. It's a place I've always wanted to go visit, Banff and Lake Louise in that area. Yeah. And this big UFO activity there.
Yes, there is. Yes, anywhere there are a lot of beautiful natural settings. They seem to be. Let's just say there's a lot.
And Roxy, you should move up to Squim, Washington. That has lavender fields, and it's in the countryside. So you could do it here if you wanted to. Oh, Linda. In the 19th century, Linda.
We know where Linda wants to live, but let me look at the map. Okay. All right. Got the world map up, Linda. I got the world map up. So let's see. I actually have the world map. I don't know. I'm going to show you. There's the world map.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Flat.
Oh, my God.
I have the pins of everywhere I've been. All over the world.
That's beautiful. I love that.
And okay, so I am, here we go. I'm going to envision this. Okay.
So I want to say that Sky Bridge is in Tampa Bay. So somebody said that. Thank you for telling me that. All right. Oh, Garden Genie, I live in Kent. Yeah. Oh, you don't like that much sunshine.
It's very funny. I keep hearing them say, because I know you want to move to Portugal. So I keep That's in the back of my mind. And I keep seeing you, how you be in that area. And for some reason, they keep putting me over in Spain and not Portugal. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oddly enough, they keep putting me over in Spain.
Maybe there's a muchacho over there that she.
I kept getting the feeling that Linda's going to have company.
Linda, what are you holding back?
Linda.
Choose your path. All is possible, it says.
And I mean all is possible.
And step into your power. And there he is. He's got the lantern. He's saying, come on over, Linda. We can live in Spain.
And it doesn't mean that you won't live in Portugal, but there's something in Spain for you for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh, this is trust the guidance you're receiving.
Oh.
I don't know. That's what I'm getting. Okay.
Oh,
and that's what Aley's getting. So, and tarot stash.
Val's in charge tonight. I can't do any clicking or whatever. So just know that she'll go back and look and see.
Is there something back? Did I miss something?
Well, Cat Mama had a question. I don't know where it is. And
who? Cat? Who?
Chris, you've been to Squim?
You know, I don't see any questions. Now, sometimes there's a mess up between StreamYard and the chat.
You're right.
And I don't see that anywhere. But if you put it in again.
It's at 7:42.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did we ever do Rossi?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay.
Hi,
so
Celtic Steer.
After, I'm going to go back up and scour through.
Scour.
Let me know my sweet spot. Aley,
okay.
you do this
one. I'll do this for Sonia right now.
And I'm going to go up and I'm going to scour through and make sure I didn't.
So, Sonia, I have a question, and I think you answered it. You said maybe just another place nearby where you're living now. And that's always possible because I think there's more than one sweet spot. I will say that I have two and actually three. I think I would be happy living in Taos, New Mexico or Santa Fe. I would love living in Reno, Nevada. And I love living where I am here in Kent, Washington, near Seattle. And I did not love all the other places I've lived. I hated them. And I knew I wasn't in the right place. And I think it has more to do with what you're feeling. So that's going to be very, very important. Oh my God, book. You did the 369 and you manifested $2,700.
Wow.
For you, girlfriend. I'm so happy for you. Yeah. All right. So let's see. I got the card Great and Full. And I'm trying to see what this little thing is hanging at the top. It looks like I don't know what that is. It's like something coming out of the top of the cup. But I'm thinking that wherever it is that you feel most comfortable in nature is where you're going to feel the most comfortable in your life. And because I get the Grand Symphony as well. And look at that. It's all the beauty that surrounds you. So I'm feeling as though you want to live in a place that has some trees and maybe a garden or something like that would, because you are the elemental queen. So let me see if I can get any more clarity here. But Val's busy.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm going through them. I'm making sure I'm scouring everything.
Okay, Earth Star. That was another one that said, okay. Oh, no, we're not doing women's sweet spots. But it's better than sweat spots. And that's what
that was what, my typo was.
I wonder if you would be happy in New Mexico or in Reno. I'll say that. They have balloon festivals. Actually, we have balloon festivals here too in Washington State.
Whoops.
So, Sonia, I don't know. I just think you need to be where it's really attuned with nature. That's what I'm feeling for you. I
Okay.
don't know. Let Val figure out what she thinks.
Okay, so Sonia, so your sweet spot.
I'm happy for you. That's great. And that's the best surprise
You
ever.
know, I'm getting Oregon.
Ah, that would be nice. You wouldn't be far from me, Sonia. Yeah.
What is a sweet spot reading? Jen is asking. That is your place on the earth, anywhere in the world. It could be more than one place where you feel really at home, really good, and it all resonates with you. And it's like everything's working on all cylinders for you there. You're vibing with the nature.
You're vibing and you're loving it.
Just vibing.
You feel like you feel you've never been there, but it's home, and you know it right away. You just know it feels like home. Okay.
Okay. So
Sonia loves mountains. So there you go.
I have to call it here. I have just added, I have 17 people.
Oh dear. Yeah. We're not going to be able to do everybody. Sorry,
we're not going to be able to get to everything. So I'm just going to have to close it out. Sorry, everyone. And
we'll do what we can, but we'll be back in 2 weeks. Yeah.
I can tell you what I've got though. So if I missed you and you were earlier, let me know. I think I stopped at 7:42. My whatever, if that means in your time, 42. So
did you find Cat Mama's? Because she put it up again.
You know,
oh,
let me see if I have Cat Mama.
That's cool.
I'm sure I do. Yep, I got her.
Okay.
So for decades, I've been dreaming about a sanctuary for me and the animals. I have long thought the place I will buy will be in California, but maybe not. Any info on the where and maybe a ballpark when?
Okay. You know that the land in California is extremely.
Yeah, I just, there's a big red X on the California.
Yeah.
So you're going to need the open spaces. So, and I don't know why, but there's a lot of you all being put up there toward I'm sorry, but it's up there toward the top of Wyoming over there. Yeah. Like where, and I'm seeing it, and I'll tell you why. There's a lot of open land, but it's green and lush and gorgeous. And, obviously next you do have the caldera, you have the big geological, but I don't think anything's going to go off in our lifetime. So I don't think you're going to have to worry about that. But, so yeah, I'm feeling like that is going to be, and there's no tax there. It's a tax haven for people who don't want to pay a state tax. There's no state tax for that. So think about that. Oh yeah, there are red, but the red thing is not going to be a big thing like we have thought of it. So don't worry about that. That's what I'm getting, and that's where they're pushing.
Chris Cassidy says that California is expensive, so they moved to New Mexico, and that was the second place I was considering living. So, and there are beautiful places in New Mexico that aren't. There's actually huge communities out there that you can
I've been to actually an old hippie commune. I went to one. I learned reconnective healing in one of the old. We flew into Albuquerque and we went to one of the way out in, I don't know where, like 2 or 3 hours away from the airport. Yeah. And it was in an old hippie commune. That only 1 or 2 people still lived there, but they rented it out to big groups to come and do. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So I got here. It will bear fruit. So I'm going to say it's somewhere where there are fruit trees.
I would try I would try Wyoming because nobody wants to live there.
Yeah.
I almost want to say Montana, but I think that's too cold.
It is cold, yeah. Yep.
So anyway, so I'm going down. I just starred everything, even the things we just read on. So I'm going to go down.
Okay.
Did we do Rossi? I said, I couldn't remember.
Lisa, I don't know if you have to be I know you don't have to be in the States for Social Security, but I don't know about disability security. Yeah, I need their tree. You come visit me, Claudia. I have trees all around me, and I love it.
Yeah, there's not a shortage of greenery in the Washington area.
Yeah.
So did we do Rossi or not? I couldn't remember.
I don't think so.
Okay. So, and you told Book when your classes dates are, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Yep. So let me get rid of that question.
All right. And, hi, Arlene. Yeah, Michelle wants to live in Thailand, and she told me that the other day. And yeah, it's supposed to be beautiful in Thailand. So
it's supposed to be beautiful. So Rossi. You're going to think I'm crazy, but they're showing me Rhode Island.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why. I've never been there. I've never been.
There are some beautiful places on the coast. They're expensive, but that's where they have all those old houses in Rhode Island. Wow. All right. Well,
maybe in the somewhere around Rhode Island. I know Rhode Island isn't very big.
It isn't very big. No.
They're showing it like you have some kind of tie there.
Oh.
I almost feel like it's Mayflower-ish, kind of that long.
Oh, that's kind of a past life thing. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. That's
Rhode Island is close to New York. It is. Yep.
Well, I would go take a trip. Yeah.
I get beyond the ordinary. Wherever you are going to live, it says it's beyond the ordinary. So it's going to be extraordinary.
They have a lot of ET activity up there too.
Yeah.
By the way.
And I have you waken the lion. So apparently they want you to wake up and find it. You grew up in New York? Okay.
You remember in the old show, there was a TV show on a while back, and everybody in the town had the troubles. Remember it was was like a Rhode Islandish kind of community.
Right.
It's kind of like a secret kind of otherworldly, on another wavelength kind of place. And that's how it kind of vibes like that to me.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Oh, Cheryl says she gets that too, Val.
Yeah.
Rhode Island is related to a past life.
Yes. Wow. Yes. Related to a past life. And I'm getting the chills on that too. Thanks for that confirmation. I really
what else is a beautiful place is Mystic, Connecticut, which is in the same.
Yes, and I've never been, and my relatives go there often because they love it, and they take people there to sightsee. Yeah,
yes, and there's a beautiful planetarium there too. I've been there several times.
Wow, I'm gonna have to take a trip there. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. We did Vicky, and Blue Diamond. Did we do Blue Diamond?
No.
Okay.
Mystic Pizza. Yep, you're right.
Oh,
Blue Diamond.
Blue Diamond.
Blue Diamond brand fancy tuna. That used to be an old ad on TV. Pretty sad when your mind is all living in the past.
Yeah, I mean. Okay, so they're saying trust in divine purpose and let go. Let it go. This situation no longer serves you, whatever it is, and allow me to sever your energetic connections to the past so that you can embrace the future. So this is Archangel Michael These are
Mhm.
Archangel Michael cards. He's going to come in there and get rid of all that old stuff.
Well, look, the power of purpose, and you said purpose as well. So
Yes.
this place is purposeful for you, Blue Diamond. You need to go there because
Yeah.
what it's waiting for you.
Yes.
Yes. But where is? Oh,
Press-
that's the gifts.
Yeah,
That's
the gifts. This
Your gifts are waiting
experience.
for you.
Yeah, this experience has divine meaning. Healing will come. Know that you are on a path of growth. So all these beautiful things are coming your way. Just trust in it. It's all going forward.
Yep.
So believe it and trust that everything is happening.
Right.
And
Remember divine timing. We can't push
yes,
timing. We have to.
yes.
Yeah.
Did we do
Oh,
Maya?
are you near Mystic? Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'll
Oh,
be
we did
flying.
Maya. We did do Maya.
Did Maya? Good.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we did Vicky and Mousy. We didn't do Mousy yet. So please, what are my gifts? Mousy.
Mousy.
Mousy. Well, you're very empathic. I'll tell you that.
Yep.
You know, you also have the ability to channel, but they're telling you someone new is coming. I don't feel like this is a new person. This is new guides are showing up for you to help you. And I get a lot of higher energy. See this higher energy, this violet ray, those are high frequency guides. They're coming in. And also they're reminding you to take your power back. Get your power back is what they're saying. You've forgotten who you are. You are a child of the divine, so take your power back. Really, what this card is really saying is create some boundaries.
Yeah.
And give yourself some space from everyone else so that you can be in your own power and beauty. That's what that is.
And look what I get. Right now, you're in the land between. So you need to do this. And I love this card because it says, you know, you can't cross this. You have to cross this quite tenuously. You know, you can't run over it. And but you know you are. You know you're in that land in between. And I think it's going to expand for you through the summer.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. There's a lot of good things coming for you, Mousy. So thanks for that. And Jay Roberts, trying to find a place to live. Will I find it and be able to move in by March 1st? Well, that would be a very
next March 1st.
Yeah,
I hope.
That would be okay.
All right. I need some different cards, I think. Let's see.
Well, I see you finding a house that you love. And I do see you moving. I can't tell you when, but it looks like it is springtime of next year. Because the weather is nice. And there's a lot of sunlight. So that's how I know that. And things are green. I get a lot of light and a lot of brightness in the home and the land around. So, and blue skies. So it looks beautiful. So I believe you will be able to find that place because that's what they're showing me.
Cool.
And you'll love it.
Well, I have here that you want more out of life and you're longing for a change, but that you are constrained by the circumstances that you are in. And guess what else I get? I get manifestation. So it's like you have the power. Look at this. You have the power in your own hands. The power is in your hands. If you want to find a place and move in by March 1st, you will. So don't think that you won't. Yeah. Think positively. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
And Jessica's asking me, I have a reading about what my spiritual gifts are. Okay. Mousy says, my body's been vibrating for 2 days. Yeah, that's a lot of shit.
Sounds like a good deal if you can get it.
I mean, actually, the solar eclipse, that's really a good description of the energy that's coming in with that crazy, crazy stuff.
But some people have to pay for that, you know.
I know.
You get it free. There you go.
Oh
boy. All right.
No, Jessica, you have all the gifts.
It's you do. You've got the world in your hands. Look at that.
Yes, it's
and
like
you are protected. Yeah. You are protected. What everybody needs to know is whether you believe it or not, or whether you see it or not, doesn't mean it isn't already there. It's just that you haven't opened to it, or there are people that have had gifts that were given to them and they get afraid of them, or they shut them down. And then they say, oh, I'm making that up or whatever. No, you may be protecting yourself from it. And that's why, if you haven't seen it, but you can offer blessings. You can ask for the guides and the angels and everything to come in and show you what you need to know, and trust that it will unfold. And sometimes that happens with taking classes or reading books. You don't have to take classes. You're
bringing in new vibration, new energy, new information. It's shifting you, and you'll get to that place where you go, it'll all just open. It's not that it isn't open. It is already open, but your awareness shifts to perceive it, to perceive it there finally. And I have you in the deep freeze. A little bit of no, but I mean, this is the
okay. Oh, yeah. Well, I thought it was a place, and I'm going, no.
It's just a spiritual gift. So kind of, resting and not utilizing. But here you are going into the unknown with, blinders on, like the Fool card. So it's going to bring you peaks of joy. This is how you have to approach it. Just go in with no expectations. And know the universe has your back.
Yep.
All these beautiful things are going to bring you joy and happiness. So jump in without reservation when you're looking at your gifts and taking classes and learning new things. Those things shift you.
Thank you, Diane. I'm glad that you feel that way. Ask for help and it will all unfold. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. And Starhawk's asking, I would love to know if we will sell our house this summer. Thank you so much. Yeah, I see a lot of money.
Do you want to?
I see it. Actually, I see it selling. They're showing me August. So I don't know if it's the beginning of August, but they're showing me August, and I see a lot of money. I see coins, a lot of big gold. They're showing me gold.
And I got happiness. Yeah. So yes, I would say so too. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm getting a definite on that.
Good for you, Starhawk.
Yeah. So there you are. And then I got Harley, who would love to know if I have gifts, which ones they may be, and how should I use it? Include cold cases. Does it include cold cases?
Does it? Well, honey, you can do a podcast, Harley. A lot of people do that. They do a podcast on the cold cases. And sometimes they solve the thing. Honestly, they reopen these cold cases. And so I would say absolutely do that. If that's what you're feeling, then yes, it can include cold cases because you want it to. See, it's all about intention.
It's all about intention. So what you have to start doing, Harley, is you have to start looking at cases that are in the news and see if you get hits on them and record what you're receiving, and then pay attention to what's going to happen. And if you feel there's a body somewhere and you feel like you know where that is, even if you can't get in touch with anybody right then, get your track record down so that you know what you've seen, what you've solved, what you know, and see if it matches up with what actually happens. So you get a track record. And if you can do that online, that's even better, because that's a recording of your track record. solving these things.
Absolutely.
So then you can
can
go
work with
offer your
others.
services to police, to detectives, whatever you want to do. And like Aley said, cold cases are awesome for you to work on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a lady and man who I watched it. It was a cold case, and these people worked on it, and they had a little daughter, and something happened, and they left the daughter with some strangers who had adopted the daughter, and the daughter didn't know that she was adopted. And then when she was like 36 years old, they went back and they found out these kids were in a hippie cult and they couldn't take care of the baby. So they let the lady take care of the baby. They solved it after like 36 years. And so, I mean, I think you would be, yes, Garnet, psychic detectives. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. If that's what you like doing. And, maybe it doesn't pay the bills, but that doesn't matter, because if you're doing what you love, you'll enjoy doing it anyway. And you will bring a lot of happiness to other people.
That's right.
Yeah.
So that is true. If that is really on your divine plan path, you're going to want to do that no matter what.
Yeah.
So
true.
So thank you for that, Harley. And so we have Chris, who is asking, I'm probably going to have to move in a few years now that my husband has died. Where should I go?
Well, if it was my husband, he'd say, go to a like Iowa, or they're cheaper to live there. And I said, I can't live in a red state. I can't do it. So yeah. But if you've got something to sell, like your house or something, that you'll have some money, to get something else. Wow.
I know this is not going to sound very plausible, but I see you going, but I have you going to Hawaii. So
passion fruit.
Yeah. But I know economically that doesn't sound like a good move.
Yeah. But it depends. A lot of it depends.
That really feels like a sweet spot for you. And I'm feeling particularly Maui. But if I look for a secondary, this doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Sally heard Hawaii before you said it. Wow.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'm telling you. So here's the weird thing. What just happened in my mind? And I'm saying no. They're saying South Dakota. What kind of tie would you have to South Dakota? And they're showing me, somewhere in South Dakota. I don't know.
Well, I will tell you this. I don't think I would move there, but I've been there. And they have the most beautiful, they have wall drug. And you see signs for wall drug the whole way. But you have that's where all that, what is it? The heads, the presidential heads. You know what I mean?
Well, when my husband and I just recently went to Yellowstone, we stopped at Mount Rushmore as well. So, that's part of what I know about South Dakota.
Right,
right.
It's got some pretty areas there, but yeah.
Yes, they do. They do. They really do.
No tie to South Dakota. Okay. Oh, it has something to do with your past, Chris. And I don't mean this past. Maybe you were a Native American.
I think that could be it. Yes.
Yeah.
There's some tie.
Go there, and
there's a lot of Native Americans, a lot of indigenous peoples, energy there. And it is some sacred land for you, that kind of feeling. That must be what that's about. It's certainly not about the weather.
No, Hawaii. If you gave me a choice, I'd have to say, I'd have to go to Hawaii.
You already read on this. Yeah. So this is our last question. And this is, I have to say Hawaii too. So Garnet is asking, what spiritual gifts might I have?
Oh, Garnet, you can be an online influencer. You can do an online business. You can do that. It says here that you can create a very strong social media presence. Yeah.
He's wide open. Wide
Is he?
open. Yeah, wide open.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay. So if whether you want to step onto that mantle that I've told you about before, where you're a teacher or, as Aley says, an
Yeah.
influencer, it's all the same kind of thing.
It is. Yeah.
You have the ability to do that.
You do.
Should
I
you
think we told
choose?
you this in another time. We told you
We
this. I
did.
did anyway.
And
Yeah.
should you, the cards are still pointing in that same direction.
Mhm.
Should you choose
Yeah.
to accept it and step into that, it is there for you. So
It is, Garnet.
it is, Garnet.
You could be a teacher. I mean, you could, there's different ways to be a teacher. If there's people that that they on Instagram, they have, the young girls on there and they're influencers for different types of clothing and makeup and all that stuff. And then there's other people that have channels on YouTube even. You live in a very beautiful area in the UK, and you could show people what it's like to live in that. It didn't have to be spiritual, but it will end up being spiritual because you'll be taking people to spiritual places like Glastonbury.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Yep.
I have to say.
Yeah.
I mean, I have looked at trying to find, I had this one poor guy who lives in, what is that name? We always get it wrong. Oh, no, I can't think of the name of it. It's not Scottsdale, but it's up there in the mountains. The one that everybody says wrong. I can't think of the name of it. But this guy is an astrocartographer. He does the locations.
Oh,
and
okay.
I got him working his butt off anywhere. There is no place in the world for me. It all has bad things. So I have come to the conclusion that no matter where you live, you have the ability to live the way you want and make the choices you want, no matter what.
Right.
And so, Aley,
that's
Aley,
exactly.
where do you see me? Where's my sweet spot? I'll let you read for me now, since we have a minute or two.
Why am I drawn to? I'm drawn to California, up above San Francisco. There's a little artist community in there. I could see you there, but I don't even know if that resonates. Yeah,
I know where all that is, and I love it all.
Yeah.
I could definitely live there.
Yeah. Go ahead, Sally. Tell her, read for her. Tell us what you think, please.
Oh yeah, tell us.
Linda's now looking for property in northern Spain.
Yeah, because there's something there there's something there for you, Linda.
Yep, that's right.
I think you're a desired woman there.
Oh, Mendocino, yeah, it's very close to Mendocino.
Yes,
yeah. Sally says Pacific Northwest, maybe Oregon. Yeah, Sally really likes her cousins live on Whidbey Island.
And I totally agree with you, Sally, about the Oregon, but my husband won't move there. I was all set. I'd move to Washington State, but my husband doesn't want to move to Washington State. I know. I would move to Oregon and I would move to Washington State, and he said no to both places.
Thank you, Linda. Yes. Sausalito, Roxy says.
Well, Sausalito, that's definitely a cute little community.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. Well, they have all the little houseboats and all that cute little stuff right there in the little bay
area. Is there a place called something Bay?
They have.
Yeah.
Well, that's the other direction. Half Moon Bay is that way, and there's Big Sur and all of that. But going the other way, there's Mill Valley, there's Mount Tamalpais, there's Novato, there's Sausalito, there's a ton of Atherton, a ton of towns along there on that corridor.
Garden Genie. Val, tell your husband he's never been to Squim. If he hasn't been to Squim, then that's right, Garden Genie. Then he hasn't lived yet, because it's the sunniest place in Washington State. It has Lavender Festival every year. And it's
How do you spell that?
It doesn't look like it's pronounced, but it's Sequim. It looks like sequim, but it's actually pronounced squim.
Okay, I'm going to take him on a squim drive.
You know who lived there? Was the Jolly Roger actor. What's his name? John Wayne lived there. Yeah.
He did?
Yeah, I think so. Near there. Yes.
Is that okay? Here's Seattle. Is it northern?
It's on the peninsula.
It's on the peninsula.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah. And it's close to Port Angeles. Is it Port Angeles? Yeah. In that vicinity. Yeah.
Okay.
Port Townsend has different weather. That's right. It does. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, all those little enclaves, all those little islands, all that stuff has different.
Yeah.
They have different weather.
They do have different weather, but this is like the sunniest spot in Washington State.
I know.
And so
east
of Crest. Yeah. Yeah. 15 miles east of Port Angeles. Yeah. I've spent some time up there camping, and I love it. I love it there. It's beautiful. And I love going to the Lavender.
Make my husband go with me. And I mean, we're retired. We can go anywhere we want.
You can. Yes, you can. And I have a spare room. You could always come visit. So,
that's right. See?
And you got your cousins up there for another night?
I have my cousins in Oak Harbor. Yeah. I can definitely see them. And my cousin owns the ballet conservatory. My other cousin is does the plays, the musicals for the town. And
perfect.
We're all in the whole thing. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. What a night.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
You got me all excited about Squim. well, I live in Squim. What?
There's actually a haunted house there too, or a hotel, a haunted hotel in Squim.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, Jules. Bodega Bay. That's what I was thinking. Bodega Bay.
Bodega Bay is the other way as you're going south in the San Francisco Peninsula, and we're going north. But anyway, so thank you all for being here, everyone. I got a little off track and was supposed to say good night to you all, but I was in Squim. So,
and I can't tell you, Garden Genie, where that hotel is, but I do know my niece stayed there one night and was scared S-less.
So, how fun.
I know. Yes.
Oh, okay, Holly, you're welcome. Good to know.
Much love to all of you. Come back in 2 weeks. We'll be back.
Bye-bye. It'll be Aley. Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Sweat